You're watching pressure, not panic, not chaos, just pressure. Because strength doesn't need to shout to be real. Becoming confident, convinced this space should crack. That numbers and noise will be enough, and the first attacks hit the wall the way they always do. But every unit they send, every strike they commit, it isn't breaking anything. It's feeding it. You can see the moment it sets in, when confidence turns into hesitation. So they push harder, more attacks, more resources, more effort stacked on top of bad math. Fires don't start here. They start on the way out. Because this wall wasn't built for highlights. It was built for endurance. Wave after wave, the result stays the same. Because defense here isn't passive, it's patient. This is what happens when pressure meets structure, when noise meets restraint, when ego meets a wall that doesn't care. Welcome to WWC Live.
All right. Cut that music. Cut this nonsense out. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Welcome, folks. Welcome to the WWC. KB18 is here with a messed up voice, but it's time. It's time to go against medical advice. When I say medical advice, it's the wifey advice. So that's all the medical advice most married people need. But I will tell you this. The show must go on. Push past uncomfortable barriers and just do something. So let me put this chat up. I forgot to put the chat up. Why do I have it over here? Let me move this over. There we go. Oh, Farmer Nibs. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. Yes. Evening. Good evening. And back. Pun. Welcome back. Pun. Oh, man. How have you been, man? Let me tell you something about this guy, by the way. Why don't we just get started off on the right foot here, all right? And talk about some kick-ass players. Holy shit. Pun, every time I see this dude in a Meteorite, the guy's just straight kicking ass. I mean, like it, don't like it, it doesn't really matter. He's whooping ass, man. It's nice to see. He just, I don't know. I did. You know what? I did record Meteorite when I was ill doing it. So maybe I'll put that video out. We had a Meteorite this week, by the way. We missed so much stuff that I have to get to. And don't know how long, we'll be hanging in tonight, but we're going to do what we can. I didn't do T11, by the way. I left T11 just in case I could, record tonight. So I'm going to do T11. I waited. I did. Now, see that willpower? See, that's the type of willpower that'll take somebody from a gold seat to a purple seat. Right there. That type of willpower. When they got T11s chomping at the bit and I hold out. And I hold out just so I could do it here. All right? No, but Pun, for real, man, guy was unbelievable. It was a pleasure to watch and see this weekend. We had on Meteorite our kill event team, and also I gotta give a shout out too to FNX on 120. They were the kill event opponent this week, and I'll tell you, man, it was a fun ride. It was a fun ride. Just and Mewtwo would have been proud. Just in kill event, And just in Meteorite, I ended up getting 100,000 points for kill event. Just in Meteorite alone. So I channeled my inner Mewtwo and just killed anything in sight. Because essentially our versus opponent was in Meteorite. And it just changes the dynamic of Meteorite, right? So normally we say, hey, Meteorite, free to play, stays on the outside and everything's safe and whatever. Yeah, not for me. No, not when it's your kill event opponent. Anybody can catch these hands. It doesn't matter. When you have your kill event opponent unshielded for 30 minutes, I don't care. 184 was in that Meteorite. I did not care. They didn't even exist to me. 184 did not even exist to me. My eyes were on one team alone, and that was FNX. They were the opponent, and that's all I cared about. Is like, I just need to kill as many as humanly possible for kill event because your versus team is unshielded. How can you not? I've never had it happen before, but I would imagine that's what you're supposed to do when you're playing. That's what I did. And I'll tell you what, if I had to do it again, that's what I do again. I mean, that's when it's just a scrapping out there, and we won the first one. By the way, the second, congratulations to 184. They did win the second Meteorite event. So they did still pull away there. But man, FNX brought it. They brought kill event, everything everybody could handle. It was an absolute blast. Crash was not disappointing at all. Anytime he was able, he was around, just leveling anybody in his path. Just like anybody would do. Anybody who's running around with their flag in the center of a map, right? You would expect. Oh, is it still here? Is it gone? Oh, they took it away? Oh, I guess the Champions Duel is only worth a couple weeks, huh? Well, his flag used to be marching on everybody's drill grounds, but they've taken it away. So Crash just like three squads at a time, leveling everybody up. It was quite a sight to see. And FNX as a team was just great. There were a couple people that were, crying early on in Meteorite and stuff. And it's like, I got to tell you, if you're on a team, if you're on a top team in this game, okay, I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're a 30 million squad, you're a 40 million squad. I don't care what you are. All right. I'm going to tell you something right now. If you are on a top team and you are in Diamond League, right? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to sack up. Sack the F up. Okay? Anybody can hit you at any given time. You're on a top team. You're going to get leveled. It's going to happen. You're facing a lot of strong teams in Diamond League. And if you don't like that, you need to shield. You need to go to a smaller team. You need to understand how the game is played. You're going to get zeroed. That's what happens. It happens to everybody, right? So sack the F up and stop complaining in everybody's DMs. I mean, honestly, the DMs that I get is just ridiculous. And my answer to you is welcome to the block list. I just block you. I don't listen to the whining. Like, it's crazy. You're in a kill event, man. You're in a kill event and you're unshielded, right? You think Crash runs around and looks at total hero power before he levels somebody who's unshielded? No. It doesn't matter anyway, because Crash's total hero power is higher than everybody anyway. So, you know what I mean? If people could only hit the people that are as strong as them, then Stickman wouldn't have anybody to fight during kill event. Stickman would just sit there with a stick up his ass because he couldn't fight anybody. Right? What's he supposed to do? Hey, fight somebody your own size. There isn't anybody. There isn't anybody his own size. So that's what happens. That's the name of the game. It is what it is. But crying in people's DM? I mean, come on, man. Come on. Give it a rest. You're on a top team. Act like it. You're getting top rewards. You're getting top gifts. There's shit going on. Act like it. Don't go whining and bitching to people. Come on, people. Let's be better than that. Let's be better than that, huh? Jesus. I mean, I get it. And by the way, like I tell everybody else, blame the developers. Right? Don't hate the player. Hate the game. My God, people. This whining's got to end. Let me take. Already, I'm ranting. I just got on. It's been what? It's been 11 minutes already. Already got me ranting. Oh, I gotta get some hot water. Got me all fired up already. I blame Pun. That's who I'll blame. All right. But anyway, if I was to give a kill event score for FNX, really top-notch team. I don't know, maybe like an 8. I'll say an 8. Listen, I gotta leave room for improvement. If I was doing this for a longer period of time and rating enough teams, they might have even gotten a higher score. I don't really know. I gotta leave room for improvement, that it could be better. So I'm gonna give them an 8 for right now. But all I can tell you is it was awesome. They were awesome. Really, like there was just a couple bad apples, but other than that, like the majority of that team is strong and incredibly friendly. Like Warrior, respect Warrior. Like they're just looking for fights, man, and they were taking it to us, and we were taking it to them. I think the kill event score ended up being, we had a big lead early on, and I think the kill event score ended up being like 100,000 difference or something. So it was a lot of fun. That's all I can tell you. So Meteorite was actually fun this week for everybody because your kill event opponent was in it, so it was just fun. And then the versus was close, and we ended up winning again on the Diamond League. This week we have another tough opponent. We have 86, right? 86 CO2. For those of you that don't know, 86 is another squad, incredibly tough around here. So don't know. They weren't in our Meteorite, but they are very strong across the board. They have a lot of 200 million squads here, as you can see. Scanning down, like it doesn't end. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, 62. So they're rolling. They have a strong site, a lot of strong teams. Good opponent. Very looking forward to that. Everybody likes to see a good opponent. You know what I mean? Pizza and beer, welcome in. Punt, what do you got? I love Meteor, bro. It's always my favorite. I got 2.5 million kills this past Saturday. I bet you did. It's fun to watch you. I appreciate it. I appreciate folks like you and Mewtwo when I get to watch you guys just like doing your thing. I don't know. I like it. I like the killing. I like the violence of just out there, just finding people, just porting around, using 100 teleports just to fight people. I appreciate it. And, and then I appreciate the other side of the game. And then you watch somebody like, we have on like Wisconsin, right? And then Wisconsin's over here with his 35 resources and his tractor. And he's showing you he's strong. But then Wisconsin just sitting here looking, collecting, doing the smart game, building smart, being smart. Like, I don't know. I appreciate both sides of the game. Everybody's got my heart. Pizza and beer, welcome in. Bath. Oh, always good. Always good to see Bath around. The king of the YouTube comments is what Bath is. Always coming through with some good, well thought out comments. Can't say that for everybody in there, but Bath always has some good ones. And Meteorite is his favorite event. Wow, Bath, you may be the first person that said that. Most people hate Meteor. I personally get tired of the teleports. I'm not gonna lie. I can't imagine. I'll be dead honest with you. I can't imagine what it's like to be a free-to-play player in Meteor. It's got to be sheer torture. I mean, it's honestly, I don't know what you do. I guess you pray. I guess you just sit and pray. That's all I could think. Is you're just like, I don't know. Either that, or you just put your head between your legs and you kiss your ass goodbye. I don't know what else you do. You're in trouble. Anybody's free to play, low spender, is trying to go around. You don't have the diamonds to use a teleport around. You wouldn't bother anyway. Like, why bother? It's a rough gig around there for that. But Bellico, thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Don't know that I'm fully back yet, but I'm back. I'm back enough to do the show. I'm back against doctors, doctors' wishes, doctors' advice to be on here. Knee clapper, always a crowd pleaser. My goodness, knee clapper. Good to see you, man. God, love seeing everybody back. Love seeing it. That's why I had to come back and do a little bit of show. Yeah, I miss y'all too much. I got some news for you. So how about we get started? Listen, I don't want to make y'all wait. You know what we're going to do? We're going to kick this bitch off. T11s. Damn right. We're just going to do it. Why wait? Why wait? What are we waiting for? Nice gulp of hot water. And we depend a lot on bigs from the Alliance. Yeah, Bellico, I'll be honest, me too. I waste a lot of my teleports because sometimes during Meteorite, I get bored, well, especially when I open up my chest. I get bored and I start looking at, I'll start doing this. This is what I do during Meteorite. You want a preview of what I do during Meteorite sometimes? I go Alliance, record. And then I look to see who beat us. I look for red. I come down and I wait until I see, I don't know if I can even find one at this point. It's been too long since I've been on. Let's see. What's the date today? Yeah, no, everybody's doing their plunders and stuff, so you're not gonna have it. But when you see the red name up here, that means we were beaten. Somebody beat us. So oftentimes in Meteorite, I just keep scanning it. Oh, there it is. I keep scanning until I see this. Once I see this, like somebody beat us, whatever. If I see red, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going here, and then I instantly go there and gotta go right here, and I get brought to the fight. I just wait to see if we got beat and defeated, and then I try to help the team out. I just get kind of bored sometimes. Like once I open my chests, I never want to be the guy who's like number 1 or number 2 in the meteorite. I don't know. I'm not like Pun. Like Pun wants to sit there and collect all the meteorites, and not collect them. He takes them for everybody, and he does it all. I don't know. I wish I had. Here's what I wish. Okay, I'm gonna get the T11s. 1 second. So let me finish this one thought. So my wish would be unlimited teleports, right? But here's the stipulation. If you give me unlimited teleports, I will live by this rule. I get to be in Meteorite with unlimited teleports. But the stipulation is I only get to attack a person that attacked my team. Okay? So that's the rule. So I can't attack anybody else just on a whim. I can't just go up to you and attack you. But if I look in here and you attacked my team, I get a free teleport to come and get you. I will play Meteorite for 7 hours if that were the rule. I love it. I love chasing around and like just helping the team out. Like just being able to defend the team, like people who get picked on, or like somebody from another team sees somebody in our team that's weaker, and I can just come up behind them and just like whack them. Yeah, no problem. I'll be there all day. I'll do Meteorite all day long. I love it. It's fun. It's fun to do. It's fun to be on your team and defend the players. So that is fun. Seggy in the house. What's up, brother? Good to have you in. David, faster free TPs for just Meteor would make it so much better. I agree. Hey, David, you know what that could be? That could be part of our new tech tree, right? We talk about the new engineer tech tree, that I was talking about making, right? There you go. Hey, I gotta say this before I forget it, and then I'll get the T11s. I promise. Hey, I thought up another one. While I'm sick, I got nothing better to do than to sit there and think up shit. How about this? Another engineer tree item, right? For the engineers only. You get to start one rally every 24 hours that's shielded. So you get to be shielded and start one rally. How about that? You know how useful that would make you? You get to go right next to anybody who's strong, and for the team, you get to start a rally. I mean, you could get a bunch of people to do it. I mean, just a thought. I'm working on things here. But I thought that would have been a good one because everybody always looks around for someone to start the rally. Like I do that sometimes. Like if I'm in the store or whatever, I pop on to like see if there's a rally for me to join or somebody's base I can defend or whatever, because I don't have time to like unshield and wait 20 minutes because I'm going to be in the car in a minute. So sometimes I'll pop and kill event just for 5-10 minutes to see if I, have troops to waste real quick. But in order to do that, you need to have somebody start a rally or do all this stuff. And if nobody's around, it's difficult. But if you had anybody like a free to play who can just start a rally even shielded, or let an engineer start a rally even shielded, it seems like you can make even more fun. All right. What up, Sassy? Good morning. Good morning for you. All right. As we do here, what are we doing? We're gonna get this going. We're gonna start here, and we do it up to 20, right? All right. I gotta kill a couple zombies real quick, by the way, because I keep forgetting. I never, I'm so bad at like just going and taking care of these requirements for the T11. I don't know. I don't want to get into it sometimes because I don't know. There's more fish to fry and shit to complain about, but God, the T11s are so boring, man. It's just the requirements and all the shit you got to do, and you know what I mean? Oh, somebody's trying to look. I don't want to take your. Were you going to kill that zombie? Oh, you weren't even going to kill him. Who are you going after? What are these cats doing over here? What the hell is going on? Are you chilling right there? The dangerous place to chill. Back in the day, that's liable to get you ported. Segi would have ported you for less than that back in the day. Tell you that. We were back on 72 and Segi saw you in our neck of the woods. Oh man, you would have been in big trouble. You would have been in big trouble. Segi would have found your ass. All right, let me just kill a couple of these things so I can meet the requirements of T11. Am I wrong though? Like all you out there are doing T11. Isn't it the most boring? Is this like boring shit? Like between the things you have to do to satisfy to just get what material, which you don't even use. You know what I mean? You're not short on material. You're looking for cores, and the requirements are, I don't know. It's just whatever. And then beating the boss. What do you even sit there and watch yourselves beating the boss? Like, it all feels just lame. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just like I like to complain. I don't know. You let me know. But feels a little off to me, the whole T11 thing. I don't know if it was more of a rush job or I don't know. I don't have any explanation for it. You have creative minds that are thinking of things like high noon, and then we never got high noon again. Once the season's over, you don't get high noon again. That's all. I just want high noon. I like playing high noon. You give me the friggin' speed game or whatever the hell they call that, street rush bullshit, but you won't give me any more high noon. All right, let's see if that did it for all the ones that I had outstanding here. Look at all the ones. I told you. Look at all this stuff I've been sitting on. It's just, who cares? All right. Let me open these up. I got this one up here. All right. This one. This one. This one. This one. Look at all these. I think of these. This one. All right. Now I have one more. What was this one? Yeah. Can't do that one. All right. We're good. That is it. I've gotten everything else. It is what it is. Let's see how far we can make it. I didn't look. Here is our squad. 83.61. 83. See, Segi knows. He knows. I'm not fibbing, Segi. You don't act like you wouldn't be ripping that guy a new a-hole. Just for hanging out over there innocently. Next thing you know, he's on fire. Why is that guy on fire? I don't know. Segi said he was in the wrong place. 83.61. All right. 83.61. 83.61. I'm going to put that in here. See, no Woo or Chicken Charlie, so my guess is I'm on my own there. 83.61. Oh, there he is, speaking of the devil. See? What up, Woo? The Woo is for the children. Welcome in, buddy. Hey, Phantasma. First time here? Well, listen, you pretty soon you'll be a first time, long time. That's all it takes. You know what they say. Once it hits your lips, you can't go back. You're going to be addicted in no time. All right, a little bit of hot water. Let me get my T11s. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Level it up. Let's level it up. All right, we're hoping to get the helmet here. Let's see if we can complete this helmet. 90%, no promises, but we're going to try. All right, 92, 94, 96, 98. We did it. 100, and then what am I stuck probably? Oh, no, I did it. No oil, no extra nonsense. Let's go, boom. It just went right to the next thing. Well, that was nice. That was nice, right? Look at that. 0 to 2, still 45. It didn't change. It didn't increase. Still 45. Yeah, we completed the helmet. There you go. Oh my God, how exciting was that? Oh boy, these T11s, I'm telling you. I think next week is glitter, right? Next week's glitter. Do they have it on the calendar yet? Next week glitter event? It's too early. Anybody know out there? Because glitter, we're gonna push this sumbitch. Glitter will make that thing move like crazy. Because I'll buy all the cores from glitter, and then we'll really make this thing move. We got to get to this glove. That's what we're trying to get to. Love is love. All right, 83.74, 74. So there you go. We went 0.13 was the last 10% to complete it. Was that? I'd have to look at all our last few streams to do this. Hey, Beck. Hey, how did finals go, brother? The midterms. Finals wasn't finals, midterms. How did that go? Hope that was good for you. Hope it was as good for you as it was for me. Because I had a good time. All right, we'll do the last two. 2%. We got one more to go. Boom, 2%. And let's see what that did. It went 3. What's this guy in Miami? What does he mean he's still in Miami? This guy's in Miami. I don't even think it moved for 2%. Be honest with you. What am I increasing by this way? 2%. Oh, defense. Hero attack and defense. Yeah, it's not going to move. It won't move. So. All right. So that is T11. I will take a look to see, am I close to this? Level 8. I thought I was pretty close to finishing. Oh, yeah, look at this. I'm 90. Let's see if I can get... I usually don't do this. Because frankly, I just don't give a shit, and I find it incredibly boring. Probably boring on the stream, but I'm almost at level 9, and I'm wondering if I can get to level 9. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. We get it? 0, 100. Oh, there we go. Got another map. Got another place in the map. I mean, guys, can we just talk? Like, you guys really not find this just so dumb? Like, the whole thing, like, every single piece of it is just kind of dumb, right? It costs a lot of money to do T11s, to get even to where I am and the piece that I'm doing and everything else. And it's all just, I don't know. It's all like, it's worse than Atari. Like, I feel like on Atari, it was put together better. You know what I mean? Like old school, like what is this? Like this different parts of the map, and I don't even know. They don't mean anything though, because every time you put a different part of the map, it's like you hit start and you come to the same fight, right? It's not even a new. And by the way, when you challenge the boss, it's always the same boss. They don't even make the boss different. The same goddamn boss. Like make this different. I don't know. I don't even know. I'd love to say what I want. I just want something different. Like this whole concept of fighting is dumb. You know what I mean? Like I would like the collecting of the material to be more fun. I would like the game itself to be more fun. This is why everybody's chomping at the bit for something new. This is why everybody's like, oh, give me another Overlord, or give me this, give me that for power, and blah blah blah. Because you have the opportunity to make fun little mini games and fun little things to do that isn't geared around money. Like this would have nothing to do with money. Having a new way to play this would have nothing to do with money. Right? Having us collect the material in a different way than just clicking a button has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with fun. And doing just another fun way of doing it. You know, like a street rush, but something different. Or here's a concept. You could have combined the two and said, I said this when it first came out, you could have made Street Rush or T11 material. Instead, you made it for coins I don't even have to do. What am I doing it for? A couple hours of speed ups. That's it. You could have made it for T11 material, and then people would have been like, oh, I have to do that. I have to do Street Rush because I need my T11 material. You know what I mean? Like what we're watching right now. This is training, right? How many of you leave this on to make sure you watch your 4 hours of training time? I really want to know. I want you to raise your hand so I can come to your... You know what reminds me of Tommy Boy? Remember when he says, like, if you don't know how to buckle your seatbelt, Tommy will come back and hit you with a tack hammer? Remember Tommy Boy? That's what it makes me feel like. Like, raise your hand if you watch 4 hours of your training so Tommy can come back and hit you with a tack hammer. Like, honestly, who's watching this shit? It's just, come on, guys. These are the things that you could do. These are the opportunities we have right here. Showing the examples to make the game more interesting, to make it more fun. We all want to log on and do some more interesting shit, right? It doesn't cost more money. You already have the money. You have the money from everybody. Developers, where are the developers? Develop something. Anyway, whatever. All right, moving on from that. My goodness. All right. Oh, man. Whoa, Jesus. Let's see, Beck. Who knows? See, Beck's already out. Who knows what he's doing? He's in Miami, God bless him. In fact, he joined us is amazing. Beck out in Miami. Maybe a weird question, but why your Swift on the front? Is it better formation on newbie? Yes, Swift on the front. Actually, I continuously am moving Swift here and here. But yes, Swift. I'm also, by the way, I continue to experiment with both Swift and Fiona in the front and Fiona on the left. So I'm moving stuff around constantly. Not that much, but but yeah, without a doubt. It's Swift. Yeah, Swift in the front. Actually, I ran this weekend 5 different sets. I tried 5 different teams. It's so difficult because everybody's team is different. So it's so hard. It's like comparing apples to oranges constantly with these battles. I shake my hand sometimes when I'm doing these fights, and then I go out and I try to fight again with a different lineup against the same person. A stronger person, you got to make sure you lose, and then you lose on purpose. And you can only do it so much because then you hurt your team in kill event because you can't give the other team too many losses. So I try to lose battles with the different lineups on purpose. And then it's not hard, by the way. Just pick somebody who's stronger, hit him with a spy plane. They're bound to attack you. It's not hard to find somebody who can beat you. And then, let them whack you a little bit, and then go run away and then change your line. Oh, that's all I do. So I'll give you the secret. All I do is I go up. Let's say Hippo is Crash or whatever, right? I wouldn't pick Crash because Crash can zero you. The best person to pick on kill event is somebody who can't clear your wall. You don't want him to clear your wall, okay? But that you want him to beat you. So you want somebody that's like 30 million stronger than you, THP, is what you're really looking for. All right? And then you let him hit you. If they fall for it, usually you can spy plane them. And or you can send out a fake attack at them and then pull it back. Just annoy them a little bit. And then they're bound to try to attack you. And you let them attack you. If they win, they're not great at fighting, they'll think that they can beat you, so they'll keep hitting you. Sometimes kill event, it's not a bad thing, especially if the score is close, but they are losing more of their drill grounds. So in the end, as long as you're healing your hospital, you're fine. So get whacked like 3 times, lose the battle, and then just pour away. Go back home. And then I call it the regroup. You heal your hospital, you change your lineup again, you wait a few minutes, and then you return back to the scene of the crime. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. I should just show you guys during like a kill event. I'm not often on. Kill events are very difficult for me sometimes because I'm often not around. Like I'm out. It's a bad time. Reset for me starts at like 7 p.m. At night. So you can imagine 7 p.m. at night on a Friday. Not the best time to be around. Like I'm typically like out and about. So then rough night. Sometimes your little grandpa's cough medicine, you come home, you take in the night, you wake up, you're a little shaken, blah, 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 right? Not the best time to get me on a stream probably. And then I might fight in the morning over some coffee. And then the afternoon I'm out, we're out at about where, we're out at the shops probably where I'm sitting in a chair by a door somewhere or having a blast, something like that you all do. Yeah, I know a lot of you out there are nodding your heads that know what I'm talking about. So yeah, like I don't have a ton of time sometimes. It's a rough time. But I'll make it a point to show you like the easiest way to train and see in reality your teams, your lineups, because you can actually do it with a full drill grounds. When you watch me do it, I can show you how to do it. You could do it for an hour. You'd be able to you could test until the cows come home. You will never run out of troops. You'll just keep doing it and we'll never run out of troops. It takes a long time because you have to pour it away and you got to wait to pour it back. But you won't use any. It's free teleports. Anybody can do it. And you just have to avoid like the VIP 18s. That's sometimes the hardest part. But I will tell you this, if I emailed somebody on the opposing team and told them what I want to do, a lot of times you'd be surprised. They'll help you. Like, honestly, if you have a good relationship with players in the game, I'll give you a perfect example. He could say whatever the hell he wants. But if I was going against Pun in a kill event, and I reached out to Pun, and he said, hey, I got some time. I need to do some testing. I'm going to pop over. I need you to attack me 5 times. And then I'll switch my lineup, and then I'll have you hit me again 5 times. 100%. I guarantee you, he doesn't get... First of all, he's going to get more kill event points than I am, because he's going to get kill event points for his team. And why would he not want to hit me? I'm his kill event enemy. It's just an organized strike, right? And so then you get all the reports you need. All you got to do that is 4 or 5 times. Meanwhile, because it's organized, you get to heal your hospital. He tells the team what's going on. If you're not a dick and the team doesn't hate you, which most teams don't think I'm a dick, so they won't mind. Yeah, everybody's going to leave you alone and they'll let you test whatever the hell you want. Because it's the betterment of the game. Everybody kind of knows what you're doing. It's a great way to do kill event, to be honest with you. Like, just take a chunk of your time, work with the other team just to have some testing done. And all you need is, 5 hits. 5 hits per squad. So all I really want you to do is when you're out there, just do this. Just go, all right, hold on, hit me. All right, wait. Okay, 5 more hits. Okay, hold on. Go ahead, hit me again. All right, hold on. Okay, that's simple. Literally, I just did it. Done. Like, that's all you need to do. And then you go, you look at the reports, you analyze the reports later on. You have, guess what? The game doesn't let you fight for 4 friggin' days except for 1 winter storm. So you have 4 days to analyze all those goddamn reports. I hate to tell you. But yeah, and then you take a spreadsheet and you really want to get deep into it with some of the people that I message on Discord when we deep into it, like Mike the Sage. If you go and you take all those numbers, like, I want you to just look at a battle report. I'll give you the next step that you do. Once you have all your reports, we'll do this one more time. Once you have all the reports, this is what I want you to do. I want you to come in, all right? And I want you to go here. And all I want you to do is take in all your damage. That's it. Take in your damage numbers right here. And I don't care about your overlord. Doesn't matter. I just want you to take in these 5 numbers. That's it. And don't worry about your defense. Your defense doesn't matter. Your defensive numbers are pretty much going to be the same, so they don't really matter. You want to know what is causing the most damage in your report. That's what you want to know. And then you have it. You have it with 5. And actually, to be honest with you, with missile, you probably could do less. With air, you have to do at least 5, if not 7, because the stuns just throw everything out of whack. You can't tell anything in that friggin' air. It's so annoying. Missile, I'll give you one tip on missile that'll screw you up a little bit. With the reports, sometimes you'll see spikes. It's the critical hits. With missile is so powerful sometimes with the critical strikes. And it's why your world boss, when you do world boss with your missile team, you have to hit like 6-7 times. You have to keep doing it over and over again to see the critical hit spikes. Because eventually you get some critical hit strikes and you're like, holy shit. Yeah, it's the real deal. So, yeah, I mean, but you take in your damage numbers, you compare it, and then I say to you, welcome to the sandboxing. That's sandboxing. That's it. That's what we talk about. That's what it's all about. Every week, every kill event, pick a different team and do the same goddamn thing. That's it. That's it. You could do it. And you know, I keep hearing the other thing I keep hearing is see this stuff like 4v1, right? The only good 4v1 is Murphy. 4v1. Oh my god, it's so incorrect. It's just not funny. There's so many 4v1s that we see in battle reports. Believe me, I don't always approve of them. But you know, like Lucius with missile. Yeah, Lucius with missile works incredibly well. Incredibly well. I don't approve of it. I don't like it. But it works. The sense of it doesn't work for me. But listen, in the premise of it, does it work? Yes. 100%. We've seen it in the battle reports. It's proven. It's not like we're guessing here. We've gone over this time and time again in the battle reports. We see it. Lucius with missile works. Before season 4, by the way, season 4 and before, all you know, the Sammy lineup, I mean, my bread and butter lineup, if you're not in season 5, like season 4 was Marshall. Oh my God. Get Fiona, kick Fiona to the curb, put Marshall on missile. Oh my God, it's a cheat code. As much of a cheat code as Murphy is with air in season 4, it's Marshall with missile. It's a freaking cheat code. I'm telling you, from season 4 on, until Fiona gets her exclusive weapon, it's an unbelievable cheat code. Like, Marshall is so badass with missile, it'll make you fall. Even the people that hate tanks, it'll make you fall in love with tanks. Because Marshall is so badass. Like, even though I'm not a big fan of the whole picture thing, like, everybody gets off on this new picture thing of Marshall. Dude, Marshall's badass. Like, honestly, his targeting skill is the only skill in the game that really rivals the stun for air. Like, targeting is so badass. It's crazy. It's such a great skill to have. And so line that up when you put targeting with missile and 4+1. Oh my God. It's crazy. It's a cheat code. I'm telling you. All you people in season 4 will know what the hell I'm talking about as soon as you use it. If you have a missile team, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just use it. And then write to me, because when you're beating a 3 million stronger than you missile, when it's missile v missile, and you have Marshall, and you're beating 2 million, 3 million stronger than you, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because that's what's going to happen. And you're going to drive another missile team absolutely crazy. Because they're going to be stronger than you. And you're going to beat them. Facts. That's what that is. Facts. It's crazy. And it's like, by the way, the Murphy season 4, people were asking me the lineup going into season 5. Your lineup of Murphy with Aaron season 5, dude, your lineup with Sarah. Sarah should not come out of your lineup until Morrison's weapon is released. Sarah should live in your air lineup. Because, you know, it's unbelievable. Now, you start sandboxing and you'll see that it's tough. You know, it goes back to the same, you know, we have this conversation with Scarlet and Adam, right? Scarlet and Adam, great. But once you get 5 exclusive weapons, I don't know, guys, like, you go sandbox. Before somebody tells you it's better, prove it. Show the battle reports. Let me see it. Go ahead and make them prove it. Don't just believe it. Make them prove it. Sandbox that shit. I'm telling you right now. Once you have 5 exclusive weapons, it's hard to beat it. It's just the Scarlet Adam thing starts to go out the window. The Sarah stuff goes out the window. It's just hard to beat 5 exclusive weapons. You can try to combine it any way you want and color it up and exchange it and do all this shit. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just hard to make a difference. Listen, nobody wants to do mixed lineups more than me. You can believe that. We made the WWC about it, for Christ's sake. We've been doing it forever. But once you get past season 5 and you get all exclusive weapons, I'm telling you, sure, you can sit here and be cute if you want. But, like, go look at your 3v3s. Show me everybody's lineup. Where's Sarah? You know what I mean? Where's Scarlet? Where are they? Somebody must be using them, right? If you looked at season 4, by the way, if you think I'm lying, if you're in season 4 right now, or at the beginning of season 5, when you have 3v3, go look at what your strong people, go look at what the top people are using. I bet you they're still using Sarah in season 4, in season 5. Beginning of it, absolutely. Go look at them. Go look at everybody in the top 10. They all got Sarah in their lineup. So if all the mixed stuff still works, go find somebody who's still doing it at this point. You know what I mean? Like, people would love to experiment. It don't work. That's why people ain't using it anymore, because it's cute. It's cute. It's fun. We all want it to work. We all cheerlead. We're like, hey, I want to have fun. I want to do something that nobody else is doing. I want to be cool. It's not cool. It's not cool because it doesn't work. It stopped being cool when it didn't work. When I couldn't make a sandbox video to show you the proof that it's working, it don't work. So why am I going to sell it? What am I selling to you? Right? So season 3, yeah. Season 4, cool. Season 5, yes. But, sorry, unless they start giving us a Scarlet exclusive weapon or a Sarah exclusive weapon or something really cool, mixed lineups ain't gonna work, folks. It's just kind of like, you know, not that they don't work completely. They still do. Like I said, you could do missile with, you know, the missile with Lucius. It does work. You know, you can, there's stuff that 100%, you could do, you know, the Murphy with air, like some of that stuff is still working as far as the dynamics go. But again, you have 5 exclusive weapons, right? So you can still mix and match here and there. But I can tell you when you're doing counter battles, like if I'm fighting a tank squad, I know y'all are Carly haters. I know it. But I'm telling you, if I'm fighting a stronger tank squad than me and I'm using air, give me 5 air. All day. All day. Against that stronger tank team. Now, the problem is that it doesn't work better against like missile and air, but it works better against a stronger tank team. And I can tell you right now, my problem are actually becoming these stronger tank teams. Believe it or not. People, it's a complete shift. We've gone full circle. Everybody in this game goes from tank to air around season 1, season 2. Everybody starts shifting to air. Probably before, probably like pre-season 1, season 1. Air. Everybody starts going. Season 3 rolls around, missile. Everybody does the switch. The missile. Right? Now we're post-season 5. Everybody's going tank. Everybody's coming full circle to want to have a strong tank team now. So, the game, it's come full circle. Come full circle. Big Guns, what's up? Welcome in. Gotham evening, welcome in. Thank you, Big Guns, appreciate you. Whoa. Yeah. Lucius, listen, Lucius works everywhere. It's the shielding skill is what team can't use the shielding skill, right? Well, it honestly depends on what your team is facing more than does Lucius work with your team. It's more what team are you fighting becomes the question. After getting Swift's EW to level 30, who should be the next missile hero? 30. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. These exclusive weapons, I finally got Stepman to exclusive 30, right? And I'm like, man, I can't wait to use Stepman. It's unbelievable. My tank team still sucks. It's getting better. But it's like, it's still a problem. I have to get that mastery up. I've been waiting forever to use it. And I just, like, it's killing me. Absolutely killing me. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Missile. All heroes. Boy, missile. So, I love McGregor myself. Missile's a lot tougher for me to pick, but it's between McGregor and Fiona. for number 2 after Swift. McGregor's such a debuff. That debuff is so good, and he's so goddamn strong. He's just crazy. Cheat code he is. But you have to you're fighting against tanks. You're fighting against air. Probably Fiona. It's just hard to not recommend like taking away shielding. It's pretty badass to take it away. So I wouldn't be mad either way, but I'd go Fiona. Haven't started season 5 yet. Is UR Venom any good? No, I don't know. God, audio tandem. I don't know what we're calling you yet. Welcome in. I can tell you what, I am so disappointed with Venom. I don't know if I'm just anti, like I don't give a shit, but I am not spending my skill points on Venom. I'm trying to do my air. I'm trying to do a lot of other things. And what am I going to use? Why do I need them? You got to ask yourself, if I can't use Sarah without an exclusive weapon, then why the F am I going to use Venom without an exclusive weapon? Who is Venom going to replace in Missile? Who? Without an exclusive weapon, who is Venom replacing? Think about it. Like, go watch your just watch your Missile lineup work. And put Tesla behind Swift and watch both of them work. You know? It doesn't work. I don't know. I won't use them. And so I have to get all my skill points done on my air team. Then I'm going to tank, and I have to do my tank team. I don't have any time for Venom for skills. So somebody else is going to have to do it. Somebody else that's going to have to raise all the skills up and then put him in a sandbox and show why he's stronger than whatever. I don't know. That's what I would say. I have nothing for him. My first squad is at 65 million, and my second squad is 51 million here. Should I continue building first? I guess you know where Venom may come into play. Sorry, third to last. If you don't give a shit about your Missile team and you haven't developed EWs and you're free to play, maybe then, yeah. Like if you didn't have the money to pay for Fiona's EW, maybe. I don't know. You still might be better with a mixed squad from one of your other EWs from one of your other teams, but if your Missile is your third team, then odds are you can't do any worse, right? Like if you're free to play low spender, yeah, maybe that would be good. But is it worth? How can I possibly recommend you to waste skill points on your third team? You know what I mean? Like if you're free to play low spender, unless you've capped your first two teams, why would you waste your skill points on your third team that you don't use? You know what I mean? I don't know. You just had to have some kind of, hey, Ant. What's up, buddy? Third to last, need opinion. My first squad is 65 million tank, and my second squad, it's 51 million air. Okay. Well, you went tank air instead of tank Missile. All right, we'll side swipe that. Should I continue building first squad or bring second squad up a bit? No. Are you a free to play? You didn't say. You're 65 million tank. I don't know. Are you third to last? You got to tell me if you're free to play or not. If you are free to play, no, not unless you max out your first team. Just keep building your first team. Your second squad will come naturally. It'll come naturally for you, especially a free to play. If you're a free to play or low spender, you should be, your first team is just focus on that. But I don't know, you're 65 million, which brings it into question for me. Because 65 million would be a pretty damn strong free to play team, even if you were around where I am. What EW level do you recommend Marshall at? You can bring him over. I mean, he is unbelievable at EW 30, but you can just bring him over. He could be at 10. Marshall works at 10. Bring him over and put him in your Missile. He's targeting, so just bring him over. Just try it. Try it out. I knew you were a spender when you said 65 million. I think everybody knew that, but like that's what got me a question. Like, where are you? Like, are you mid spender? What are you spending per month? Third to last? I'm in season 3 postseason, heading to season 4. They already using Scarlet. Oh yeah, no doubt. Season 3. So definitely in season 4. The second whale in 158 is still using Sarah. Oh, yeah? That's intriguing. I'd love to see that. Instead of who? Morrison or Carly? Diamore, tell me who they took out. I don't understand that. I wonder if they sandbox it or they just do it for fun. I mean, when you're a whale, I mean, you couldn't tell the difference. I'd love to see. Got a report against a stronger air squad and Murphy if interested. Always, Hammer. Listen, guys, I'm so far. Oh, there he is. There's my main man. Leonida. Oh, Leonida. Guitar. What? Leonida on the map. Yo, my man is strong as shit. That dude's lasting against Qatar. Qatar's the second strongest player in the game. And look at Leonida. Holding strong. Impressive. Look at that. 140 million. 140 million, folks. That's wild. Wild. But look at Leonida. He only had 116, but then watch that second one. So first he had the perfect lineup because he went missile against air. And then air against air. 72 million. He's still at 106. Damn, he's still 100. It's 106 air. Damn, Leonida. That's impressive. That is impressive. I mean, not even that bad. He can sit here right next to... How many people you know could sit there and be like, oh yeah, he can stand right next to Qatar and be like, go ahead and hit me. I mean, 3,900, that's nothing. He'll eat that all day long. Yeah, and this is the second biggest player in the game. It's safe to say that Leonida's going nowhere. You're not getting rid of Leonida. If you see first of all, you should have known this to begin with. If you don't know Leonida, Leonida, WWC, Leonida. And I can tell you, if you see his name popping around, just run. Because this shit ain't going to work. If he's doing that with Qatar, you don't stand a chance. And this isn't just a fable. Like, Leonida is just not a fable. He's around. You'll see him all over the place. He is everywhere, this guy. It's crazy. That's impressive, man. I'm incredibly impressed. Incredibly impressed. 140. Isn't that nuts, 140? I mean, what do you do with 140? It's just crazy. You've maxed everything. Level 11. On his way to level 12. He's maxed out 3 of the skills, or 2 of the skills. The 2 defensive skills he's maxed out. Team Anchor, 800. He's maxed this out. He's finished his tactical. I imagine he's got to be done. Is he done with Deco at this point? I don't know. He's got to be pretty damn close. 3 points. He's bought everything. He's almost done. Look at this. This is as far as I've seen everybody go with both of them. This is the furthest I've seen anybody go with T11s. They got the 4th one completed. I mean, look at his wall. Look at his wall. 15.8. What? I got to show you. I got to show you my wall. I got to show you my wall. Because 15.8 is absolutely insane. $2.7. And I went against somebody who's stronger than me at 2.8. That's a normal wall. That's a high wall. That's me. I'm a VIP 17 wall. And I'm 2.7. 2.7 million. So think about that. Probably 2 VIP 17s here. 2.7 million, 2.8 million. All right. Now you want to see that wall? You want to see that again? Golly. 15.8. I don't even know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know how you get 15.8. I don't get it. Leonida is a VIP 18, and he's 5.1, which doubles my wall. Almost. It's huge. 5.1 is huge. But his wall is 15.8. I don't know. Leonida, that doesn't make any sense. 15.8 doesn't even make any sense. Just saying. So crazy. This is fourth squad, different level. Oh my God. His fourth squad is 119 million. Yeah, it also shows you that the fourth squad doesn't work. I mean, he's using purple heroes in his fourth squad. He's got to be bored out of his mind anyway. He's just trying to put together he's probably just trying to put full tank or 4+1 tank team together or something. Who knows? Who knows? Fourth team isn't usable, so it doesn't matter. 100. He's got all the red gear on his fourth team anyway. So that's wild. Wild. Your 105 team wiped the floor. And this is exactly what I talked about. Remember I said the 5 EWs? Like you even look at it versus a fourth team. This is as good as you could possibly get a fourth team. 119 million. Right? You're not going to get it any better than that. Come on. I mean, that's as high as you're going to get. But you only got one EW. And even with full-on gear, it doesn't matter. You get smoked. You got smoked by a tank team. Tank on tank. And one of them's there, by the way. He still had the 50. You still had the wall. 15.8 wall. That's awesome, Leonida. Good to have you, bro. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. God, that guy's great. Hey, by the way, one other thing I had to tell you. My voice is not going to last. There's no doubt. Wifey was right. Hey, something I'm doing too, by the way, that I decided to do for shits and giggles. I'm saving all of my all of the deluxe adventure chests. I'm saving them because I'm going to show you guys the value of Taylor. So I'm going to save Taylor's chests for 7 days. And then I'm going to show you what Taylor brings in 1 week. I'm going to show you the value. Because it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what you get per week. So I'm saving this week to show you guys that. All right. All right, what do we got here? Let me get caught up here so I can move on to the next thing. What up, Meadow? How disappointed were you with the hero trial feature? Oh, yeah, AD. Yeah, I mean, so I loved the attempt. I'm not going to shit on the attempt because I love the attempt. I think there's promise to be made. I'm hoping that's just starting out. I think that we're creeping somewhere towards sandboxing. But right now, yeah, the rawness of it was shit. It meant nothing. But listen, I do applaud the attempt to do something with the hero. I think hero trial for like new heroes. I'd love to see more of that. I'm certainly not going to shit on them trying to improve the game like that because I think it's the right direction. Maybe they just wanted to release something early to give it a try. I don't know, but let's see. Chicken Charlie, what's up, brother? You saw someone post a canyon storm of you, GWR, and ULT recently. Yeah. I'm happy you brought that up. Man, my throat was going to go. There's a message out there that somewhere should all listen to the wifey. She's always right. She's always right. Even when she's wrong, she's right. Yeah, so Chicken Charlie, thank you for bringing that up, by the way. shout out to Ragnarok, server 200. Just met him this Canyon Storm. Yeah, was an incredibly nice guy, really strong. His team is insane. Okay. I was sick, as you know, on Thursday. That's when it started. I was like down for the count anyway. But that's the truth of why we lost, by the way. It was only because I was ill. Because if I wasn't sick, that wasn't going to happen. But no. It was really close. They were phenomenal. The main guy that they got, I think, is Deadlights or something is his name. Holy shit, is that guy strong? It was crazy. He come up in a building, and oh my god, it took like 18 of us to get him out of there. It was wild. But no, the Ragnarok was the one who posted that video. Yeah, super nice guy, respectful as hell. Asked if I minded, like if I wanted to be to post it for the WWC. Yeah, I don't know. I have no problem with it. He seems like a cool cat. I actually invited him to hang out with us if he wanted to one night on a live. Like, come on out. I mean, I don't mind him. I don't mind promoting him out there and showing. The dude's a fighter. He's a real deal. Incredibly strong. His team is strong. Yeah, I don't know. He's fun. It was just fun to meet him. He seemed like we had more in common than most in regards to how they fight, how they scrap, how much they wanted to win. Yeah, I respect it. So I had no problem. I don't like losing. Don't get me wrong. I did not like losing. But yeah, in all fairness, he's a good cat. He's a good cat. WWC approved as far as I'm concerned. So yeah. So maybe we'll see you'll see more of Ragnarok in the future. Come on here and talk about some shit. 3 weeks left in season 1. My tank squad is first squad. Air and missile are tied in strength. What should I focus on next? Thoughts? Why are they tied in? Oh, you know what you should focus on? Oh, I don't know. Are you free to play? I don't know what you are there. The janitor. Hey, janitor, I don't know what you are, brother. I gotta know. Free to play? My guess is gonna tell you to push your first. Oh, I forgot whoever asked I never got back to the person who asked the 65 million. If I don't know what you are, you're a spender. So if you're a spender, then get your second team closer to your first. As a spender, 65 million and I think you said 51. Yeah, that's too wide of a gap for you as a spender. You should be able to protect your house while you fight. And right now, you can't protect shit. So if you're a spender, you should be upgrading your team a little. You should be upgrading your team, pushing your T1, but your T2 should be a lot closer. I don't know why they're so far apart. Send me a battle report, whoever you are out there. Find me. Go to the coordinates list on Discord. Send me a report. I'll be glad to help you out, my man. I'll be glad. Season 1, I don't know what you are, janitor, but I would tell you to push your first squad. Season 1, push your tank squad. Keep pushing it. And don't stop. Don't look back. Now, understand, janitor, you're going to get your ass kicked for a little bit, okay? You're going to have to go through the storm, but when you come out the other end of the storm, you're going to be really strong, man. You're going to have a strong tank squad, and on the other end of that storm, on the other side, you're going to run into a lot of missiles that are going to hate to see you. So, keep running your tank squad. I'm week 7 of season 4. 2,700 glitter coins. Oh no. Don't put me. Don't tell me. Don't do it to me, Savage. Don't do it to me, Savage, you son of a bitch. Oh, this is such a tough question for me right now. I have not. Savage, I don't know if you've been part of the WWC, but since day one, everybody knows I am such a gearhead. My recommendation for everybody, you'll get bored with it because I always tell you gear. It's always the answer to every question. And this glitter coin dilemma. I gotta tell you, you gotta go cores. You gotta go core. I wouldn't go material. You get plenty of the material. I wouldn't spend it on material. But yeah, I go cores. It's so much value to push your teams, and you can't get these cores any other way. Like, you can, but not at the bulk rate you can. Like, the way they give out cores is very small, and it's not going anywhere. They're not going to all of a sudden allow you to get like 1 million cores. Right now, I'm telling you, I gotta go cores. Get your red prints through your honor points. Get your red prints through your bullseye event. Get your red prints at the season. You know, there's so many different ways to get those red prints, and I know you need so many, and it's so difficult for me to say it. I hate it, but man, you're gonna love it when you push them. You're gonna love it, because especially if you're trying. You're free to play. You're the only reason why you're saving glitter coins. And when you push those T11s, you're going to love the push and power. It's such a big push. Like, you're going to get your March push like 2 million. Ah, man, it's so hard. But God, Savage, that sucks. I hate even saying it out loud. But man, and by the way, if you get the red prints are never a wrong answer. You can't go wrong anyway. If you were like, I'm feeling red prints, it's a good spend. What I would say is just stay away from the skin. I get it. It's your game. You enjoy the game. Like, there was somebody on YouTube who was busting my balls about giving advice, and they were like, why would you, telling everybody in the comments, why would you listen to advice? Half the game is fun, experimenting, and doing your own thing. Why would you listen to anybody's advice, right? I mean, yeah. Doesn't make any more sense to me, because because the game costs money, I would be listening to anybody's advice that would lead me down the correct path, personally. But I understand the sentiment of what he's saying. Like, learn the lessons yourself because it's fun in the lessons yourself. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't sort of agree to it, because that's why I don't like buying accounts. I think people that buy accounts shortcut, and yeah, you're gaining the money because you don't have to spend, but you miss the whole game. Like, you miss season 1, 2, 3, 4. You miss meeting people. You miss like everything part of the game. That's like so much fun from just buying an account where you skip everything and end up on another server. But whatever. I be a hypocrite to say it. But yeah, I would say you can't go wrong with red prints. You can never go wrong if red prints is an answer. Just can't. Gear is paramount. But man, there's no other way to get cores at that level. Cores take forever, man, for a free-to-play person. It's just crazy. Will you push to get all 10 stars in your main before pushing your second squad, or around which number of stars will you get in your second squad? Are we talking about chips? Phantasma, because I can tell you there's been a shift, which I can upgrade you all on. If you want to know the truth of what's going on around here, I'm going to let you know there's a little scam going on right now in this game. I'm not afraid to say it out loud. Oh, actually, and I'll tell you what, I'm not going to last much. Normally we're doing like 5-hour streams around here. I'm not going to make it much longer than reset, because my throat's already going. I can tell you my voice is starting to fade. But, and boy, this has been fun anyway. I miss this so much. But I'm going to tell you guys something. So if you, an update on the whole creator thing. So if you guys know, you're new around here, they ran a creator contest, right? Votes now open. You can click on it. There's a creator contest. I don't know if they have the votes up. Actually, who they picked. To vote by your favorite. Oh, let's see. Who did they pick? Oh. I don't know who they picked. I don't know who they picked for them, but they received 827 submissions, 145 works passing the qualification review. From those qualified reviews, 36 finalists were there. I can tell you they didn't pick mine. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but that would have been my guess. As you guys know, I waited until last minute. I wasn't going to submit anything. And then I submitted the video that was called Last War's Biggest Problem. Free-to-play and low spenders are getting left behind. That was the one I gave them. And true to myself, I told you, if they wanted, you know, and the people that were picking it reached out to me, and they were like, yeah, I don't know the game's going to like that, or, you know, shield on that, whatever. I'm like, oh, well, like, at least I'll be true to myself. So that's the one I submitted. I told them I'm true to the community. I didn't submit some kind of cupcake video. I submitted the one that says, Last War's Biggest Problem, free-to-play and low spenders are getting left behind. And that's what I sent them, that video. And I said, take it for what it is. This is the problem. So they can like it, they can not like it, they can vote on it, they can not vote on it. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. I don't need to win a contest. I'm all good. I wasn't even going to enter it. So I don't know what ended up happening, but what I can tell you is I received an email today. As you guys know, I'm as upfront as possible. Full transparency for me, always. Invitation to join Last War Creator Hub. So we are now in a Last War Creator Hub on Discord, where there's only a handful of creators that were picked to be part of this Discord that are all in one hub, that are all like talking to one another in this hub. So to let you know, we got invited to this this Discord, and we clicked on it, and we're now in there. And it said, you know, we got all this stuff. You know, there's mods, and you can ask questions, and, you know, creation events and ideas and stuff like that, and blah, blah, blah. I don't really know if you're going to get like extra information. Listen, whatever I get, you guys will get. That's how I roll. They can kick me out of somewhere if that's not how it goes. Full transparency as far as I'm concerned. You don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, whatever is in there, I don't know. If there's questions that could be asked, just let me know. I will ask the questions. I'll do whatever. I'll let you guys know what's in there. I don't really have anything that I'm looking to hide. I'm not looking to get paid Last War bricks to exist around here off your backs. I'm just here to have fun and help people with the game. So, but one thing I will let you know is we were true to form, we were true to ourselves, and we still got picked. So there's something to be out there, guys. Just be honest. Just be honest who you are and what you represent. And then if somebody wants you, then they want you for who you really are. And if you don't get picked, oh well, you were probably not meant to be there anyway. There you go. That would be my message out there. All right. So Fantasia, you said drone skill chips. All right. So now that I was picked, this story will be a little bit more meaningful, I think. Right? Hold on. I'm all tied up. Something's going on. Hold on. You know, wire all tangled up in a wheel. What's going on? Okay. All right. So, here's a scam that's going on as far as I'm concerned. Purple chess. Yeah, you heard me. Purple chess. So, as you guys know, I've been showing for a while how many chips I get from purple chess. Right? Now, you guys go back and watch some of my videos. You'll see I pulled on a Sunday night when I unlocked my chest. I pulled 12 gold before out of 30 purple chests. I pulled 5 gold, 4 gold, 8 gold. All right. All of a sudden, I started seeing comments from people saying, hey, QB, I haven't been getting any gold from my purple chests. My purple chests are empty. Like, I'm not getting any gold chips. And I just disbanded, like, oh, it's percentages, you got bad luck. And somebody else will reach out to me. Hey, what's going on? I haven't gotten any gold. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Okay. Guys, I have not gotten a gold chip from a chest since I opened a green box that I shared online with a gold chip. That was 3 weeks ago. I have not gotten a gold chip from a box in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. So as far as I'm concerned, the game did something to decrease the amount of chips that they're giving out. That's what I think's going on. And so I now have a different opinion on how I'm building my chips. What I did originally was I was going to start doing my third team because I was getting chips for my first team. So I did my third team, and all of a sudden I stopped getting chips for my first team. So I did my second team and my third team, and in 3 weeks I haven't gotten a single chip. So I changed my plan, and now I'm going to push my first team to 10 stars because I can't count on getting chips anymore from the boxes. And if I can't count on getting the random chips, then I have to do my first team. So that's what I'm doing. Because of what the game has played on me, some kind of percentages have changed. I mean, 3 weeks without a gold chip doesn't even make any sense. It just doesn't make sense. You guys know how many boxes I get. You guys have seen it. I'm opening up boxes continuously. So, I mean, to go from what I was getting to now 0 seems like a drastic change somewhere. My guess would be people are pushing these chips a little too fast. They're starting to see chips go a little too quick in this game. That would be my guess. But I don't know. I'm not behind the metrics. I don't know what the numbers are. Maybe I'm just one person reporting false news. I don't know what to tell you. I can just tell you my experience of what happened, what did happen before, and I can tell you what's happening to me right now. And the only conclusion that I can draw, when everybody I fight that's strong has 8, 9, 10 chips or 10 stars on their chips, I can tell you that they're all moving incredible. So anyway, that would be the drone chips. So you're saying, will I push all 10 stars in your main before pushing your second squad? Phantasma, this is what I've done. I went to 9 stars on my chips. If you're a spender, by the way, this is only spender advice. I went to 9 stars. Then I shifted to 8 for my second team. If you're a very high spender, go to your third team, which I did. I made 8 stars on my third team. And now I'm going to go to 10 stars on my first. That's what I would recommend if you were a high spender. If you are like a medium to high and you're building a second team, then when you get to 8 stars in your first, 9 stars really. Push to 9 stars. Once you get to 9 stars, then do 8 stars on your second before going to your first. To get to 10 is 40. 40 is ridiculous. It takes you forever to get to 40. It takes you forever to get to 30. I would say stop at 9 and then move to get to the 8-star bonus for your second team, and then come back and do your 10, and then come back and do 9 and 10 of your second. But if you're going to build 3 teams, then you have to at least have your stars at 8 to have a decent team. So anyway, hopefully that helps. I will tell you, quick summary for you. I don't give a shit about combat boost. Give it up on that. That'll just be slow with my chips. I don't push that anymore. In order to push combat boost, it would take you $300 per week to push 4 levels. You want me to repeat that? $300 per week to push 4 levels. Yep, that's how much it is. $1,200 a month to push 16 levels. $1,500 for every 20 levels. How's that sound? Sound worth it to you? Yeah, doesn't sound worth it to me. So I can tell you, anybody who's doing that, I can take your $1,200 budget. You know what I can do with that $1,200 budget? Here, I'll show you. So you can move skill chips. And by the way, what I just tell you would be 4 weeks. So it would take, in order to get to 800 or 900 to do 900. That's $1,500, right? For 20. So that's $7,500 for every 100, right? Which means you need to do another like 200, maybe 300 where you are, something like that. So you're talking about $22,000 to get it to level 900, just for combat boost. Just for combat boost, folks. Okay? And you're going to have to do that and spend that type of money. And that's why, this is another reason why you'll see people who spend a lot of money and then kind of dip off, because all of a sudden they spend an obnoxious amount of money and then their credit cards come due and they're like, oh my God, I shouldn't have spent so much money. Why did I spend all this? And then they end up selling their account because they don't spend responsibly. They go a little too crazy, right? I can tell you that's insane. Like $22,000 you're just going to dump in to just do the combat boost? Come on. What are you doing? Unless you're a whale. Unless you are a VIP 18, slow it back. That's good. I'll do that per month. Okay. You're going to do that per month. Now remember, it's going to take you, 10 months to do that. Or it's going to take you probably, over a year, 13 months to get to max it out. I'm going to tell you how you can spend that money instead. All right. First of all, your monthly fourth squad is $25 for the month. There's $25. The bi-weekly, you get to do the bi-weekly pass for $15. You do that twice in the month. That's $30 right there. All right, so now we're at $55. $55. You get your battle passes every week, right? So battle pass, you need $25 for the battle pass every week. That's $100. So now we're at $155. You get decorate your dreams. I'm going to have you do that to $100 every time it comes out bi-weekly, right? Or I'm sorry, twice a month, right? Yeah, bi-weekly. Yeah, twice a month. So that's going to be $200 because that'll get you to the Best Buy anyway, to deco. You only need to do $100. So now we're at $355. All right. We are done with weekly passes. Oh, no, the other weekly pass we'll do is $15 for the weekly drone components, drone parts, and cores. $5 per week to get those deals. That's 15. That's 30. That's 60. So now we're at about $415. Okay, now that's 400. I'm going to have you do I'm going to have you do the bond badges from the bounty. That's going to cost you about $200. That's $600. And then I'm going to have you do mobilization. What am I going to have you do in mobilization? What am I going to have you do in mobilization? Oh, gold material. Right? Gold material for your chips. That's $300. So now you're at what? What is that now? 900? 900 for that. And then you're going to go and do glitter. And I'm going to have you do T11 material, which is $400 for T11 material. All right? That's $1,300. So, the same amount of money that a person who only works on boost, right, for 1 month to get this up 16 levels, the same cost they would have worked on 10 skill chips, they would have got their bond badges, they would have got their T11 material. Oh, my bond's walking. God. Crazy, man. They would have got their T11 material. And then they would have gotten all their battle pass stuff. So exclusive weapons, the gear or whatever, or whatever those things, the gorilla badges, battle pass. They would have got the drone parts, the cores, component parts. Think about all the stuff that you would have gotten out of all that. Not to mention the weekly passes that give you like your pick. You could have got resources and everything else. So when you look at and you compare what people could do with their money in the game, if they're spending their money, they can spread it smartly and divide it across the build, or you could sit there and dump it into one area of the game that just doesn't make sense, right? It just doesn't make sense. Just go up 16 levels. It's the same reason why you'll see me slow rolling on my drone level. I got level 200 in like season 3. I'm only going up 32 levels. We're gonna go, why? Everybody's running around at 250 because I'm not spending. We're doing bounty hunter right now, right? I'm a spender. You'll see what I completed. I still have not touched these. I haven't touched the drone parts. I haven't bought drone parts. But you know what? I haven't bought drone parts this month except for the weekly pass. This is the only place I really buy drone parts. Is here. 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 And here. This $400 a month for $5. That's where I buy. So think about the deal that you're getting here. $20. So $20. So $500, $100 for $5. For $20, I can get 400 drone parts, right? Or people are dumping exorbitant amount of money into this event to try to get, I think it's like 4,400 badges. What's it? Yeah, 4,400 of that, of those. And I can tell you that I've already bought the bond badges and the training certificates for 1,000. This is all I bought so far. These two. And that probably cost around $350. I think it was around $350 for that. Now, think about it from this perspective. If you only bought this, these two would equate to, I think this is probably like $300, $400. And you're only getting 2,000. So you're spending $400. And this is the number one place you can get it in bulk, by the way. The number one place you can get in bulk, the gears, right? $400 to get 2,000 gears. Now, what sense does that make? I just told you I can get 400 for $20, right? 400. So that's $100 for me to get 2,000. 100. And it's 400 here? And this is the best place to get it? Come on. Why does that make any sense to me? That's why I've never done it. I won't do it. Now, let's compare the other things that I'm getting. The bond badges. Bond badges cost $50 for 10, which means the value on these 50 is $250, right? And then the value on this is crazy because it's 1,000 gears. It's 1,000 of these training certs, and I don't remember what it is on the weekly, the Friday, but I want to say you get like, if you buy out the Friday event, I think you get like 400 training. You get less than half of this. You probably get like 400 of them, and that costs $400, $385 every Friday. For all those people that you see it maxed out, they probably did the Friday event, which is like $400 every Friday to do that. No thanks. I won't touch it. The only place I'll get training certificates is here. And that's why when you look at my my training certs, I'm always behind everybody in this category. Right here. I'm not at 500 yet. The people that I fight, you'll see, they're 550, 600, blah, blah, blah. By all means, go ahead. That's not where I'm spending my money. So even as a high spender, like, I'm just calculating what's the best cost across the board for where am I going to be able to get something? How much does it really cost? And where it is. It's the same reason for T11s. I'm disciplined on T11s when I only get them at the glitter event. I buy core at the glitter event. It's the cheapest per core at glitter. It's cheaper. I mean, at any place you can get bulk cores. Like, I'm sure this works out to be the cheapest against core of the weekly pass. But I mean, we're only getting 84 of them, guys. We're just not getting a lot of cores. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting thousands on the glitter event. Like, I'm only getting 84 of them here. It's really, that's 4%. It's 45 per. That's only going to get me 4%. So it doesn't do much. You know what I mean? Like, can't do much with it. But I also get that deal, by the way. So I take advantage of that deal. And for T11s, it takes so much of the damn cores. It takes forever to do them. And it's probably, honestly, for a little while, I wasn't even going to do the glitter event. I didn't. I'm behind people on T11s because I didn't do the glitter event. I wanted to wait to see the cost of two things I was waiting for. I didn't want to just bulk my money into something that I didn't know. So I waited. I wanted to see the value of it. I wanted to see how much power it actually was worth. And everybody was rushing out to get it before I just started, programming myself to do it. So I waited, and I saw the value. I saw the power that were in the T11s. So I'm like, okay, need to do it. Yep, got to get that done. So I did. So anyway, that's the story there. This is one of our whales. I'm sorry, I'm completely behind on here. Oh, okay, not bad. Thank you, Voodoo. Appreciate you. Okay. Let me just tell you real quick. I'll give you quick advice that I like to do for the events. I did not get to you for the Hero Growth Battle Pass. I know from a free-to-play perspective, you guys struggle. I'd rather have you do this than Ore. This is a better battle pass than the Ore battle pass. Even though there's prints in that Ore battle pass, it is not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. The only reason why they put those prints in there is because nobody was buying it. So they try to throw those prints at the top to lure you in to buy it. It's not worth it. This is, for me, if I'm a free-to-play low spender, I know you guys have said how much you struggle with exclusive weapons. So if you're low spender, I would say that it's not a bad place to throw $5 because you're getting the bulk exclusives. I personally would prefer you to stick to Bullseye and Bullets for anything than any of the battle pass here for exclusive weapons, because I think over time you can get exclusive weapons. I still believe that if you're just patient enough and play the game, that the game, as you can see, by the way, I don't want to say it too loud, but I think we might have made a little bit of a difference because the game's taking a break. Shh, don't say it too loud. Nobody's come out with anything new. Not yet, anyway. And we're in a 2-month break right now. We're already 2 months in, and we still have 3v5 coming up and all this. So far, so good, right? So that's allowing you guys to catch up when you think about it, right? For pretty low spenders, you guys are able to get like these exclusives, keep collecting them, keep getting them. You're keeping, you know what I mean? Like everybody else is done. And by the way, before I get an advice for bounty next, for what I recommend, I want to give you one more thing. So I know VIP 18s are upset because they look at it as, hey, I spent a lot of money, right? And the next person is catching up to me. And I want something new so that my money went to something good, right? And that people aren't catching up to me, okay? That's kind of the census out there, right? The VIP, come out with something new so I can stay ahead. Okay, let me break that down for you for a second. Let me put it that same realm I'm going to compare to myself, okay? I'm VIP 17, okay? So as strong as a VIP 18 is, they're looking at other VIP 18s, right? Like the weaker VIP 18s that are starting to catch up to them. Okay, I'm going to take myself as a VIP 17. And I'm going to compare to you where somebody like me with that rationale should be upset. All right, let me give you an example. I spent money to get my red prints. Okay, and let's talk about T1 because that's all we're really worried about, right? T1 is when you're free to play low spending. We talked about it. T1. So let's look apples to apples. So compare it to my T1. Let's compare it to your T1. I've completed all my red on my team, on my gear. Good, right? You have not come out. The game has not come out with anything new for gear. I should be upset because low spender or even mid spender are slowly catching me on gear. You may look at your team, but at this point right now, if you're post season 5, I've had my gear red for a while. You've been able to get red gear every season. You've been able to get red gear if you're using Bullseye and saved up. You should be at least 2 events, 3 events there. You got red prints in honor store. You can almost get a full one there. You've been able to get red prints in glitter event. So a good person, even at the free to play at this point, that's played the game as long as me, is able to get, I don't know, anywhere from 8 to 12 sets of prints, realistically. That's realistic. 8 to 12. Okay, I'm at 20. So they're catching me. I should be upset, right? The longer we go, when you don't come out with anything new, our T1s are all of a sudden, I should be upset there, right? Let's go exclusive weapons T1. All right, I completed all my exclusive 30s. Anybody who's a spender completes their first team exclusive 30 by the time you even leave the season. They don't even get out of the season and their 30's already done for their main team. They're already working on their second and third. Okay? Free to play low spenders just trying to get that T1 done, right? Get that to 30. Well, when I look at these teams, I'm starting to see heroes being done to exclusive 30. I should be upset at that because you guys are starting to catch up. And your T1, exclusive 30 here and there, right? Right? So from a premise, from that rationale, I should be upset that people that are behind me are getting time to catch up to things that cost me money in the game, right? And there's you can go down the list of all the different things that we've done. But here's the point. The point is this game never promised us anything that money was going to give us a special power in the game. Right? When we entered into that contract, I don't know who thought you were buying power like a special power. In this game, your money is time. All the game promises is that it will speed up your time to get stronger. That's all it does. So when we look about what a VIP 18 is getting, let's not go back and say, listen to somebody who's a VIP 18 say, hey, it's not fair. That person's catching me. Right now, that VIP 18 got to stand on the battlefield every single kill event and not have to be shielded. They didn't have to worry about a single person being able to beat them. Right? That's a hell of a perk in this game. I'd say that's a great advantage that the game gives you, right? Let's not pretend like nothing was given for the money that was spent. that the power was given for money that was spent. And you've had that power for an extraordinary long period of time. And that's all that was promised. That's it. Promise fulfilled, right? The game promised you time. You would be stronger, faster than everybody else if you spend money. And voila, the genie has granted you that wish. Compare it to myself. I knew the contract getting into this game. The more I spend, the faster I become stronger. And other people that don't have to get it for free. Some worse than others. Some things take longer than others, right? For example, the gear you have a shot at, exclusives you have a shot at, skill chips you have to wait probably 10 years. But regardless, that's a contract that was entered into. So when I look at things like this that I say to you, exclusives, what I look at as, hey guys, this is an opportunity for you to actually gather these free things and catch up because we have completed our exclusive 30. So every day that goes by, although you think you're behind on your T1, every day that goes by, you're getting one level more. You're able to catch up in exclusives a little bit at a time. Because we're worried about T1s, right? If you talk about T1s and compare that apples to apples. And that's what I'm saying, rationale should be upset. There's no reason to be upset. I think it's fantastic. I think that's what makes the game more fun when we get to that level and you can catch up and then come out with something new, no problem. And people pay and redo the whole thing. But at the end of the day, not like you're going to catch up in any way. This conversation isn't about catching up to whales because we're able to work on T2s, T3s. I just showed you somebody with 140 million squad. I'm 83 million. So there's not one of you free-to-play players that are further away from me than I am from Qatar. Put that in your head. Okay? There is not a free-to-play player out there that plays this game, gets through season 5, and is at 40 million power. 30 million power. That's what you would have to be. I'm 83 million. He's 60 million in front of me. So, when we joke about, yeah, free to play, I'm going to catch you. I'm not going to catch them. I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to. It's all good. But I'm just saying, if we're using the same rationale as, come out with something new because I don't want people to catch me. It's, you know what I mean? It's just the same thing. So, that's why let's keep it this way. And I would say these type of things that you can get for free, focus on your gear. Please complete your gear before you start worrying about exclusives. That's what I would say. And don't do it through ore. Don't buy ore. Just trust me. Get your bullets and focus on that gear. There is nothing more important than that gear. Get as much as you can. And then go ahead and look at the exclusives. But I'd say for a mid-spender, I would say it's a good buy. But mid-spenders are worrying about T2s. Mid-spenders are worrying about, you know what I mean, a little bit different than its low spenders. So that would be my advice there. All right, lastly, let's get a bounty. All right, what I recommend. Your bullets, right? You clearly claim your free bullets, no problem. Cool. Free to play, low spenders, I highly recommend you use your diamonds here and get your bullets. All right? I've had free to play players come and tell me they have 200,000 diamonds and they don't know how to use it. They have 300,000, they have 500,000 diamonds. They have all these diamonds saved. Remember, I don't know, they're not spending it. I don't know. People are telling me. I've had people 100% come to me and tell me that. Maybe it is. If you're not using teleports and you don't use them, I mean, I could tell you that the majority of my diamonds, if I didn't buy advanced teleports, I would probably be sitting on 10 million diamonds right now. A majority of my diamonds are going to teleports. It's crazy. So I would say use your diamonds here for purchases. And it's a great use of your diamonds if you can, because it gets your bullets, and you got to get your bullets. Now, if you're wondering as you collect, excuse me, my if I was in that movie, what's that one with Justin Timberlake? Is it called Time, where he's like time's winding down on his hand there, he's about to run out. I feel like that's what's happening with my throat. All right, so I would say for bullets, this is your game plan. You want to get to 1,000. Once you get to 1,000, I recommend you play. All right, and here's why. Because you get a free luxury choice chest for 1,000, and you get 2 deco chests. All right. Your next win after 1,000 is 1,800. Almost double the amount you have to save. Okay? So let's say when you save 1,000, you not only get this, but just from playing, you can see here I've used 1,200 bullets. Now let's look at what I get for 1,200 bullets, and this is what you would get. You would get the same thing. This isn't me using any money. This is just me getting using 1,200 bullets. I've gotten 18 of the deluxe choice chests, which, I mean, use the level 3 drone components for yourself would be an excellent use of those there. I got a luxury choice chest in addition to the free one you get, by the way. Got some resource chests, got 120 free bullets, and I got 40 hour speed ups. That's what I got for 1,000 bullets. In addition, I got 1,860 vouchers. Now you would be able to take those vouchers from those bullets and you would be able to buy something. What are you able to buy? Well, you could buy pretty much almost all of your bond badges. And that's all I really want you to get out of here anyway. It's the only way you're going to be able to move your bond rating on your overlord. Because free to play, they're not going to give you bond badges anywhere else. Like, I mean, what do you get? One here at the Alliance store, one over there. Like, let's be real. You can't move that thing. So this is the only way you would do it. This is what I would be focusing on. If for some reason your special training isn't enough, your training certificates, it might be worth it to do this, because sometimes you're going to have to lift your training in order to even get to the next bond rating. So if that's what you needed to do, then that's what you need to do. But I would focus my bounty just strictly on the overlord. That's it. And now I say 1,000 because if you think about it, you get as many as you can from here, right? Out of 1,000, out of those 1,800 that you get. And then you start again, and then you do another 1,000, and then you'd repeat. Again, you'd get this load right here, right? And then you would get these right here, these 3. Now, if you sat there and saved to get 1,800, it's almost double the 1,000, which means you could have sat there and had your bond rating moved up once already, right? That's the first thing. Second thing, you're actually going to get more bullets than you could even use on the bond rating for the actual bond, right? You can only get 50. I think it's like 20. I think it's 2,000 or 2,200 that are here. So if you had 1,800, so if you got like 2,500 bond things or 2,500 vouchers, you wouldn't even be able to use as many. You'd have to use it on something else. I suppose you could use it on the gears, but you know, listen, if you wanted to, it's not like a terrible thing for a free to play, because I mean, you're trying to get, especially when you're trying to get that 5,000 initially to get by 150. But I'm just saying, I would use this. That would be my advice for you to save. So save 1,000 and go free to play that way. And yeah, again, I think using your diamonds is worth it on this event to get as many bullets as you can to move that clock across. So No. Choice, no, I wouldn't. No. Are you saying for a spender or a free to play? No, it's actually a terrible buy. This cost right here is a 30% markup from mobilization. The only time this is good is if you're in a situation like I am right now. If you looked like I do, where everything on mine is level 10 and I only have one right here, that's level 9. If you were trying to push one specific one to level 10, or you were short, then it may make sense to do it like here or there. But understand what you're doing. This cost of this is a 30% markup of what they charge a mobilization event for level 5 choice, level 5 chests. Oh, if you're a spender, yeah, again, if you're a spender, I would do it at mobilization though. Don't do this unless you're in a situation like I just showed you, where you only have one that you're trying to get specifically because you're short. If you need them all, that you're trying to get to level 10 still, or 3 or something, or 4, I would say just do mobilization and get the level 5 boxes at mobilization event. Don't do it here. Plus, by the way, mobilization has a better bang for your buck. Like Moonstone Blessing, to use money for Moonstone Blessing, the loot event that you get during mobilization is way better for the money spent, because you get prints and different things for spending money. So that would be my advice for you, my man. But yeah, if you're trying to get just over a little bit and you only need a couple of them or something like that, yeah, I think it's worth it to just get over the hump for a couple of them. I just wouldn't sit there and buy 20 of them at a clip or invest all my money in it. not worth the bang for the buck. These are pretty much like, I'm trying to get this one, so I might buy a couple of these drone components to try to push mine, because I'm in that situation right now. But I don't know. I'm pretty close to done, so I don't know. I've gotten everything I needed out of here with this event. That's all I look for to push my bond rating. And it's the only place I get bond badges. I don't buy the weekly deal, so that's where I go. Yeah. All right. So that is all. Good enough. I gotta tell you, I have so many messages to get to, guys. I have not been on the game that much, as you can see. I have so many messages. I think I'm at like an unbelievable amount right now of messages that I have not been able to get through since I've been sick. I just haven't been on the game. So I will try to respond to every single person. I'm sorry that I'm behind. I log on, I do some stuff, and then I've just been like logging off because I was so sick. But I will work to get through everything. I battle reports galore. We'll try to get to see how I feel tomorrow if I can. I will be popping on again, Hero Day, and yeah, we'll go from there. So it's great to be back. Thank you all for coming back and enjoying. Hope you enjoyed it anyway. And training certificates, yes, yeah, yeah, especially if you need it for free to play, because here's the thing about training certificates: you need to get to a certain level in order to even unlock it. So like training certificates for strategic pillar, it'd be 400. For heart bond, you have to be 450. So eventually you need them to push to the next level. But I don't go too much further than the level I need to be. I'm not in a rush to push these for anything else but my bond rating push. So if you're free to play, I would do the same. Like some people go a little too crazy with that. Oh, user. You're keeping me on. All right, hold on. Last question. How do we properly read reports to analyze defeat or victory in a war? I mean, what are we comparing? Does the priority start with drones, gear, exclusive weapons, or overlords? Oh, you mean like, oh, okay. I see. I think I understand your question. You're trying to read, it sounds like you want to know the important factors of reading a battle report, right? You have many factors that are going to go into whether you win or lose. So you obviously are going to have your counter, right? That blindly you understand. Rock, paper, scissors, which is going to give you a 20% boost to begin with, so it's very big. You also have to factor in that some of your gear that you're using, right, mythic gear, is based on the fact if you're fighting a counter battle. So you get more of a perk from your mythic gear if you are fighting a counter battle. So take that into account. Your gear actually can be more advantage if you're fighting a counter. The other thing you want to take is what is their team makeup? Is it a 4+1? Hold on. Is it a 4+1 lineup? You also want to look at how is the lineup. Do they have a front hero in the front where maybe you were using stun, couldn't get to the back row because they put their hero up here? That could obviously make a difference. Where are their heroes aligned? Strong hero next to Overlord. How is that working? Oftentimes, this is my favorite, Tesla behind Swift. So your way your lineup design is, who is Tesla against, things like that, this could decide a battle by itself. Okay? So that's huge. That's number one. The thing that you're going to look at is alignment, teams, and how everything looks. Your next factor that's going to be the most important is going to be your gear. Gear difference from a battle is incredibly important. However, I would not just go by gear power, because that sometimes doesn't mean shit. If people don't have their gear if they don't have it aligned correctly, then they could have a higher power gear, but they didn't put it on the right heroes. So it's really gear alignment as far as where is the gear, as well as how strong the gear is and how it's aligned. All right. Then we get into exclusive weapons. Who's level 30? Who's level 20? You know, it starts out baby steps, right? Level 10s, level 20s, level 30. Like, it all makes a difference depending on the level and who it is, right? If they're not properly pushed at to go. So you definitely want to look at the breakdown of exclusive weapons to see who's improved. That's going to decide a battle. Like, literally could decide the battle. It's incredibly important. Right after gear, that's incredibly important. All right. Skills are important to a degree. I think you'll understand we have a chart of skills and how they should be raised. The factors that came in, like gear and exclusives, are way more impactful than some of the skills. But if the skills are like completely behind and nobody's working on them, then yeah, like it could factor in. But typically, even your free-to-play low spenders are using arms races and getting skills, and you're going to see the majority of skills are worked on or at a decent level at this point of the game, that it doesn't necessarily factor into the battles because they're all pretty pushed. I mean, to a degree. Like, this was much more impactful early on than it is in the later stages of the game. All right, you get into your drone factor. Okay. Drone level, for the most part, does not matter in your battle. I mean, if they're razor thin, it could. The one advantage that you get from the 200 person to a 180 person, you have to factor in, is their 5% damage reduction. So when you're looking at this and you're breaking down the report, you do kind of have to factor it in a little bit in your head when you're doing the math. And you're being like, oh, okay, they got 5% damage reduction from the 200. So they do have that. That's an advantage. But if you saw 205 versus 230, I'll tell you right now, that's probably not the deciding factor of this battle. Now, chip stars and component boosts at another level, like if I was at 750 and it was the next step up, maybe, like, yeah, that's a big boost that you're going to see a big difference in drone. Chips, 1,000,000 trillion % difference. You can go test this yourself. Chips are huge. I talked about this before. Go fight a battle with the wrong chips on and see what happens. When you lose to anybody, you'll understand how important chips are in a battle. Go just take your chips off and see how weak your team becomes. Chips are so important, incredibly important. So when you have big chip advantages, yes, definitely. You'll definitely see that from a drone break to see the difference in your team. especially the longer the battle goes and the more skill cycles that your drone can spit out. Very impactful. Level 10 drone, level 10 gives a perk, like it gives a boost, but to me, it was much more impactful earlier when I began, when you had level components for level 7 and I was level 9. Somebody was level 10 to level 8. There was a lot more impact on components back in the day when you needed to be 100% to move up a level. Once they went down and they started doing 20%, you could do a level, or 40%, 60%, you start getting the bonuses from components. You just don't see as much of a difference. So is there? Sure. But I don't know. Like, I wouldn't say the reason why I beat this person, I'm level 10 components and they're level 9. If it was razor thin, you can point to it. But it's not typically something that I'm necessarily factoring in. I'm just picturing it in my head as I go through the battle report. Okay, you have an advantage here, right? Gorilla, yeah. So I said this over and over again. The differences you're going to see on the battle reports for Overlord you're going to see a difference if your bond rating are 2 levels different. So if somebody is bonded partner and you're strategic, yeah, you're going to see that gorilla stay alive longer and do longer skill cycles. It will impact the battle. I don't care what anybody says. Somebody next to you could tell you that the gorilla's piece of shit, doesn't matter in the battle. I beat gorillas that are stronger than me all the time. Blah, blah, blah. Say whatever you want. I'm just telling you that Overlord, it's a metric that if the Overlord is stronger, they could be strong. You could be stronger than them in every other part of the game, and they put all their money in Overlord, which wouldn't be smart build. And then you beat them, sure, but it could actually decide a battle if that Overlord is absorbing damage to that degree and staying alive. 100% could decide that battle. I've seen it. I see it. I see it all the time in people that are fighting me right now. I can show you 3v3 battles, people that are already in Team Anchor, and how long their gorilla survives. It's ridiculous. It's killing me. So yeah, it factors in as far as that goes. Other than that, I don't really factor in necessarily too much of the Overlord. Like these levels here, most people are working on their defense skills, not their offensive skills. Offense isn't going to matter for the gorilla. Attacks, I mean, I've beaten people that are way ahead of me in special training. I don't see the difference in the Overlord. This is spread out on their team anyway, so they get good bonuses, but I don't know. Tech will always be a great impactor of whether you decide a battle and you're trying to read a battle report. We've talked about it many a times. People that don't work on their defense fortifications that are being attacked could decide a battle. I mean, if they're sitting at 2% defense fortifications, yes, you can look right at it and say, oh, they lost the battle. I mean, it's crazy. It's dumb, and you can just look at the combat details to see it, how drastic it is. It's crazy when they don't do it. So it's something you definitely want to analyze for tech. How did the tech look? The defense, the siege. Early on in the game, obviously, hero is so strong. Units are strong. There's good power in special forces. And then, obviously, the mastery. If somebody's completed their mastery and the other person didn't work on it, that's a huge factor. As much as everybody wants to believe, they don't want to hear it, tactical is not that impactful early on. 15%, 20%. I beat people with 15, 20% all the time. That's not where people are winning battles to fight. They're not gaining that much power. They start to gain more power when they get that first star in their drone. If they can get an extra star right here in their drone, it starts to become impactful. And then when they get 2 stars, that's not though until like 30%. Then it starts to be different. But early on with the tactical, not that big. Deco, always a factor that you have to take into account. No different than battle cards during the season. Like, deco is amazing, especially when they're working on the correct deco. The damage reduction is a very big factor in your fights. If it's a big separator, 2 million, 3 million deco, you have to look at the details of it to figure out where it factored in. They could absolutely decide a battle depending on the deco that they've increased. So 100%, this is gonna factor into your battle report. It's an excellent thing to work on in the game. It's true strength and power. Another thing people don't want to hear, but cosmetics, honestly, they're just not a huge factor. Like, you're getting bonuses from it, but they're very small, incremental bonuses that you're getting from these factors that you'll see that go in there. And typically, most people are around each other. Similar, like spenders are around spenders, non-spenders are around non-spenders. I don't know. It's again, when we talked about the deciding factors, the cosmetics would be towards the bottom of the list. Yes, units is a big, especially morale. Morale is a huge decider in your battle. So many things drive morale, and it's incredibly important and could be a decider, an absolute decider in your battle. It's so strong. Such a difference to be morale. Same with quantity. Quantity is also an important factor in your battle from an attribute perspective. And these T11s are clearly stronger, working on morale, working on different aspects of your power, attack. So yeah, it's good. Wall is important for bonuses, but what team are you fighting with? Because that's what you're getting your strength and your power from, and your bonuses. So what team is it? You know, you're fighting with that team. Do you have the bonuses for your T1, for your T2, and which is giving you the increases for the power? Otherwise, it might not be just in fact impacting the battle. Your air team isn't impacting your battle if your tank team is fighting. And if your air is all you worked on is your air, then your wall strength isn't as strong. So you want to factor that in. And walls, again, when you're fighting free-to-play against free-to-play against low spender, mid spender, walls are pretty similar. You're going to find your walls to be around each other. You know, you get a little bit factor when you get into high spenders. Walls start creeping up a little bit. You know what I mean? But that's it. And then obviously this is where you get into the big one, which is war leader versus engineer. That would be a deciding factor in your battle report. Anytime you have war leader versus engineer, a lot of these things are factors too. People don't want to take the time to actually watch the battle. Oh, another one I forgot to tell you. Look at your stats, especially if there's stun involved. Make sure you're looking at the stun to see how many times somebody was stunned. And yeah. So anyway, that's probably like, you know, and the thing that pisses me off while we're looking at this is that for Fiona, they still haven't told us the buff that she's removing with her level 30 weapon, which is just it's so ridiculous to me. Like, it's so lazy. Just show us the buff that gets removed. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of having her, and it decides the battle so we can determine why that battle is winning, like how it's happening, maybe like how we want to change our mixed squads. It would drive our battle report, like how our battles would be. Anyway, I'm going to get into this, go into a rant about it. But anyway, those are all the things that make it up. I would also say for you, that's incredibly important. Last thing, for your battle report, if you're trying to read a proper battle report for yourself, trying to determine what your hero and what you need to work on to make the hero stronger, make sure you're watching to figure out what hero dies first. So if I'm watching a missile battle, and for some reason my McGregor dies first, I have a problem. Right? McGregor is my wall. McGregor's needs to last the whole fight. So if McGregor were to die first, then I would be like, what the hell is going on? I've screwed up somehow. As you can see, it's a perfect example of this battle. McGregor's the last one to die. And that's how most battles should be. McGregor is a giant pain in the ass, and he never dies. That's how it should be. If you have not worked on him properly, or for some reason your McGregor's dying, it's something that you start to look at and say, why? What's going on with my lineup? Why is that? So it's important to watch the videos. You learn a lot. Like, you can look at this stuff all day long, But if you're not watching how many skill cycles, when you're watching stuns and you say like, oh, that stun, it's why I've said I've replaced this and for Lucius. Lucius's exclusive weapon is incredibly strong for air, undoubtedly. You'll never hear me shit on Lucius's weapon. It's incredibly strong. The shielding is an amazing a skill in this game. Amazing. But Skylar 30 has grown on me to the point I think it's more valuable. I just think it's more valuable to have a stun guaranteed in that battle for the first skill cycle. It's not just getting the stun. It's that it happens right in the beginning of the battle. You're guaranteed to get one stun at least. Now, they are only at least in half the battle for air. Let's just be honest with one another. If you have an air team, you know damn well you're running around with a lottery ticket. Air is about luck. Air is about getting as many stuns off as possible, right? It's all about luck. So if you're lucky, Skylar gets 2 stuns off in the first cycle. I mean, what are we talking about? How impactful is that? If I'm fighting another air team and I immediately hit Diva and Skylar with my first stun, they don't get their skills off. Then, if she runs again in the next skill cycle, you see on that battle report, I stunned the other team 3 times, and it was Diva again. Oh my God. You know how impactful that is? Or how about in the beginning of a battle I've seen with these tank teams, where you can have Skylar stun Marshall right in the beginning of a battle. Well, in the first skill cycle, he's supposed to be buffing Kim. He's not buffing Kim now. Now Kim's regular. Kim doesn't even have the buff. So then, skill cycle runs again. And all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like, the stun is so important to negate the first skill cycle of somebody, if not 2 of them. And then, if you can piggyback and it gets it a second time, oh man, it just changes the entire fight. You almost know sometimes when you look at that battle report, if you see 4 stuns on it, you're like, oh, well, that's why I lost. You almost crumple up the paper and throw it in the trash and be like, well, I don't need to look at this battle report anymore. There's the culprit. I got stunned a shit ton. It is what it is. It is what it is. But it's incredibly important that you understand to watch the video sometimes to understand what is happening in it, who's getting stunned, where the heroes are dying, in what order are your heroes dying, how you want to move them, the lineup around to protect one another, to keep somebody alive longer, if that's your goal. The battle report doesn't tell you all that stuff. You need to actually watch the battle to see that stuff. So, is Shirley worth the money to pump her to 5 stars from 3 stars? Now, I would pump, I'm going to prove to you by the end of this week, everybody around should be pumping their money into Taylor before they pump their money into Shirley. The answer to Shirley is if you are a high spender. Yeah. If you're not a high spender, no. It's a luxury. Shirley is a luxury. Taylor is a cheat code, which I will prove to you by the end of the week. But Shirley is strictly a luxury. Don't need to spend money. You're welcome, user. Come on, you got to give us a name. I mean, in the future, come on. I love the names. Get a name. And what you're saying is first recommendation to last war in that special Discord is no, I wouldn't. I hate air. I have a secret hatred for, well, it's not really that secret because everybody who watches WWC is well aware of it. But no, I hate air and I hate the stun. But it's what makes air air. I mean, air has a hard time enough with missile. I wouldn't have it take away its secret weapon. Well, it's not much of a secret, but it's a powerful weapon. Missile's strong, man. Missile is incredibly strong. And the fact that Fiona can rip away Lucius's shield, no, it should not take away and nerf that. No. Especially since Stetman can block a stun. and Stetman becomes the most powerful hero that's getting buffed after a while, yeah. No, I wouldn't recommend to take away the stun. Plus, everybody around here who's an air team is like, screw that shit. Get this guy off the air with this nerf stuns. You found a way to piss off all the air people. I'll tell you that. They're like, F this guy. No, my air people love that stun. All right, guys. Good enough. Oh, compliance. Hey, man. Good to see you, man. All right, folks. That's enough for me. Allow me to rest myself. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow. But listen, I appreciate you coming out tonight. It was great to be back. Great seeing you guys again. As you know, you guys could have been anywhere tonight, and you were with us. I truly appreciate that. QB8 team, out.